So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff going to open up with a throw. Checking it down. This one is caught. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. First carry for David Montgomery. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. That's Henry Toto on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Motion man is Hyatt. Rattler to open with a pass. That's complete. Calvin Austin. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Rattler. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second level defense.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Goff. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's Rattler. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Rattler now back to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold them to a short return. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. One more time for Montgomery. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now the 2nd-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And that one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Lions, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. To throw, it's Rattler. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Motion man is Hyatt. Looking to throw. Rattler. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now Rattler going to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A shotgun snap, and they give it to Mitchell. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing is Rattler. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Here's Montgomery. Not much there, maybe a yard. On On second down, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Not able to stay in. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that one.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's Jack Fox now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Third down and 9. Austin brought in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, I got to see this guy up close and personal last year in the NFC Championship. And let me tell you, Jahmyr Gibbs is a flat-out playmaker. It's his ability not only on the ground as a traditional running back, but when they get the ball in his hands as a receiver, he could take every single play the distance.
Goff to throw on 1st down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in backwards.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
This one caught by Patrick. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Goff. There's that man again. Another catch.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, Goff. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense going to take over just before the half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Here's Rattler. Going up top. That is caught. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, You simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Rattler now back to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Austin brought in motion. Throwing now is Rattler. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Oh, wide open. It is Williams for the grab. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. It is a huge play for Detroit. An even 40 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them. When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. To throw, it's Rattler. Open man to Mario Douglas. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Rattler. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Rattler gonna throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Throwing is Rattler. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll throw out of the gun. He has Hyatt complete. A nice throw there by the rookie, and he earns his guys a 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. They'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his 1st read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Another run here with Mitchell. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Romo's kick is good. And the Packers are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Storms are minor, but you know she living major. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing here is Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a 1st down. A carry here for Montgomery. And he'll get about 5. On 2nd down, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
He is in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll run. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's Rattler. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Rattler now back to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rattler. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will cut into that lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Throwing on second down, Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. To throw is Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. Pass completed to Douglas. And they're gonna mark him down up past the 35.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throw on the run is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
First and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Looking to throw, Rattler. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. A run up the gut with Montgomery. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. Packers going to use their final timeout now as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. There'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in...
Oh, he pumps up the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Austin brought in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.